let me begin by expressing my very strong reservation. It's an extremely strong one at what our state intelligence institution is doing.
This will not be new.
This is an organization run with our taxes. All Ghanaians, not only NPP members. If they want to conduct a poll on who best should be the running mate of an NPP candidate, there are so many organizations in this country, academics in the universities. Go and engage them with your party money, dues from your members. Don't use our organization, a state-run organization, run with our taxes. This is abuse of office.
Will this be new?
I have never heard this or seen. It used to be BNI in the past.
That's right.
I've never seen anything like this.
I thought they used to do something for the candidates, not as in an inter-party process, but the candidates.
I'm only aware that getting to the elections, the national security apparatus will meet candidates and say that we want to assign national security operatives to protect all of you. In this case, so where is the poll that they did to support the NDC presidential candidate, the CPP presidential candidate, the aspiring PNC presidential candidate? Let's stop this abuse of office. Let me pay regard to the Security and Intelligence Agencies Act 2020. The National Security Intelligence Agencies. Section 12, the departments existing immediately before the coming into force of this act and known as the Bureau of National Investigation, now referred to as the National Intelligence Bureau and the Research Department respectively, are continued in existence under this act as the internal and external intelligence agencies of the state. The supervising body of the intelligence agencies is the National Security Council, and we know the National Security Council is chaired by the president. You have foreign minister, finance minister, other ministers there, paid by taxpayers. Let's come to section 14, functions of the National Security Intelligence Agencies, the internal agency. So the internal agency in this case is the National Intelligence Bureau, which is busying itself about with NPP polls. This is its function under the law. To brief the President, the National Security Council, and any other relevant stakeholder on intelligence gathered internally, relevant to the national security interests of the country. National security interests of the country. How does choosing Napo, Dumchum, or whoever become relevant to the national security interests of our country? B, monitor, collect, analyze, evaluate, retain, and disseminate in an appropriate manner information and intelligence gathered internally and perform intelligence operations. They shall be responsible for counterintelligence and activities for the internal security and stability of the country. Intelligence gathered internally in order to prevent counter-violent extremism, including terrorism in the country. Serious mandate given to this body. And you go about conducting NPP polls with my taxpayers' money? How do they expect NDC members to feel? Neutrals to feel? With our taxes. That's what they are doing with our taxes. In the NDC, I'm aware that before President Mahama announced Professor Nana Jenopoku Ajema, his spokespersons have confirmed that they conducted 4 polls. Those polls were conducted by private organizations. Ghana does not lack pollsters, credible ones at that. Take NPP money from NPP dues. Now, how much has been spent on this? Look, in the coming days, I'm going to hold the National Security Minister to tell us which part of the law allows our internal security agency that should be protecting us from counterterrorism. Look, all the reports I have seen as a ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee, we ought to be worried. What is happening along the borders? Are you aware that all our neighbors have been hit with terrorism? All of them, not one. Togo was with us in the exclusive minority group of countries that have not been hit. They have been hit recently. So we have been asked to be on the red alert. We have been asked to even provide more resources to the security agencies. And this is what they are doing with the resources that we are providing for them.
I've moderated a number of sessions over this terrorism and counterterrorism issues, and they give the indication that they are on the ground, they are doing their work. So this may just be something extra that it doesn't mean that they are doing this at the neglect of what they are supposed to do.
No, but something. It doesn't even matter whether it's at the should they be doing this? You are a respected lawyer. Show me any provision under the law which gives them this mandate. Why are they delving into partisan matters? Why? When you do this, are you not just getting everybody there to become an NPP functionary? Why are you looking for NPP delegates and interviewing them when you should be fighting counterterrorism, making sure that the stability, the territorial integrity of our country is protected? Is this your mandate? Look, as we speak, Galamsey, are you aware Galamsey is back? In full force. It's not too long ago, the nation...
You are asking if it is back. Did it go?
Well, it never even went anywhere. You are right.
The year when there was a moratorium, a year when it was banned, the records show, official records, that we had the most exports of illegal, gold.
You are right. At the time they are conducting this survey, the nation has been outraged at that video that captured the Western Regional Minister. I'm glad that the Honorable Japamesa is from that region. And the Amenfi East NPP parliamentary candidate, Frederick Kranchi, who announced, unknown to parliamentarians, because what we did in Parliament was to approve funding for continuous anti-Galamsey operations by our soldiers. That parliamentary candidate, receiving applause from the Western Regional Minister, said that they have dissolved these groups, these soldiers, disbanded the units. There is no longer anti-Galamsey operations, and that they are free to mine, to engage in Galamsey. And what he adds, which affronts all of us,
I think that we have to be accurate fair to the facts. He didn't say they are free to mine, as in Galamsey. You said Galamsey. Yeah. Yes, they said he said Galamsey, about 3 of them.
Yes.
He named them and said they've been cancelled.
Yes.
But he didn't ask them to go and do Galamsey.
No, but he said that if they see the soldiers when they are mining, they should beat them up and call for reinforcement. You didn't see that video.
If they see soldiers who are on patrol, they should cooperate, and they should even incentivize them. But if they see soldiers who are on their own and not on patrol, if they hit them, they should hit back.
Yes.
Yeah.
He called for an attack. And that is why we've all condemned that video. These are the things we expect our security agencies to be paying regard to, paying serious attention. I don't see anywhere in the law. Look, when I saw this report, I thought that probably some fake news. I was expecting that the NIB will issue a statement and distance themselves from this report. Look, in the coming days, we've discussed this in our caucus. We are going to take a very serious view of this. You can't be doing this with our taxpayers' money.
Okay. Anyway, but your side, you must be taking advantage of the fact that there's no running mates. You have a running mate, you are set, you are cruising, and they are delaying in getting their act together, so to speak.
Well, we take the view very honestly that the level of abysmal performance, the betrayal of the Ghanaian people, when you look at all the promises made, from fighting corruption to improving the economy. Bawumia was presented as an economic whiz kid. A few days ago, I was listening to an interview by Kojo, by Ohinin To, pardon me, who said that he was then Deputy General Secretary when Bawumia was presented, and Nana Akufo-Addo said the reason why he needs Bawumia is because of his economic prowess. We know that subsequently, when the NEC accepted him and he was presented to Ghanaians, President Akufo-Addo told us that he doesn't have strength in economics. And so he's bringing him so that at the time, the CD, which was going for what? It was at the time...
Less than 4 cedis to $1.
Less than 4 cedis to $1. Now look at where it is. Way gone past 15, and all indications are that if care is not taken, it may get to 20 by the end of the year. We have a situation where
for 20 there, we pray it should never get to any close there.
We all pray. For the first time in our country's history, we are going through a domestic debt exchange program. Never happened. Never happened. At the time, the only time we have a hyped economic messiah in charge of the economic management team, we have been forced to take financial haircuts. All of you. No Ghanaian has been exempted.
Yeah.
Even if you are as bad as I am, you are forced to take the haircut, on a lighter note. So we take the view that no matter who is brought as running mate, the mess, the rot, the betrayal, the anger of Ghanaians, that running mate will not save the ticket. This NPP government must leave immediately, without delay, so that this country will be rescued from the current mess.
Dr.